Hi, today we're going to look at using the data analysis button and keeping it all on the same page. So I have some data that I'm going to copy in here. So the first thing we want to do is open up the column so we can see everything. So we're going to use the labels to do that. So we're going to click here and we're on the home page. We're going to go to Format and we're going to click Auto Fit Column. So that was Auto Fit Column Width. It's this guy. And what it's done is it's opened everything up so you can see all of the labels. And what our task is to do today is to get all the basic summary statistics for each of these groups. You'll see we have males over 50, males under 30, females over 50, females under 30. And we're looking at gender, age, and number of dreams recalled per month. We also want to take this title and spread it over the three columns that we're using. So you highlight it, you go to Merge and Center, you click Merge and Center, and there you go. Let's put it in bold so we know it's the title. Okay, so what we want to do is get summary statistics on each of these groups of 8 individuals. There's 8 individuals in each group and 32 overall. And then over here are the numbers of dreams that they recall per month using a dream diary, and this is just their participant number. So now we're going to go to File and Options and Add-ins, and we're going to go down here to the Excel add-ins and say Go. And we have a bunch of different possibilities, and we want to use the Analysis toolpack. So we click on OK. Then we go to the data page, and you'll see the data analysis is up over here in this little box. So first what we want to do is analyze the males over 50. So we click on Data Analysis. Descriptive Statistics is what we want to do, and we say OK. And now what we need to do is actually put in the proper ranges. Now one thing I want to draw your attention to is frequently if you're doing a statistical test for a school, the school will tell you to click on New Worksheet PLY, and it will put all of the resulting analyses into extra sheets. So this is sheet 1 of this workbook, and it'll put the first analysis in sheet 2, and then the second in sheet 3, and so on. The problem with that is if you're not very confident about statistics, you're going to have to flip back and forth between all these sheets to see the results of the 4 groups, and you won't be able to take a look at them at the same time. So I don't recommend that. I recommend clicking on Output Range instead and taking a look at all of them as they array across here, and you'll see what I mean in a second. So the first thing we're going to do is get the input array for the first group. And you'll see how I clicked there. That put in the first cell number, and a cell number is a combination of the column and the row number. And I went down to the end of that particular group, and that's it. Now I want to put the data output over here where I can see it. So click on Output Range, and then I'm not quite sure how many things are going to be there, so I make a big range and I say OK. Now, here's all of our data. The thing is, once again, we can't really read it, so we're going to go back to the home page. We're going to go to Format and Auto Fit Column Width. We want to do something with these guys later. We want to turn these into numbers, so we format the cells, make them numbers, and then for the statistics, we want to make that a little bit bigger with decimal points. So for the standard error, we're going to pop that up. And for the standard deviation, and all these guys in here, sample variance, so on, we're going to pop up the decimal places for that as well. Just 2 more. Okay, so here we have all the information that we need. And if you want, you could pull these back down again, so it's just the numbers without the decimals. You don't need to do that if you don't want to. If you want to, this is how to do it. Go back to Format Number, and you pull it down to 0 decimal places. And then you've got whole numbers. Okay, so here's all your numbers. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to label this so you know what it is. So this is males over 50. So now you've got males over 50. Okay, so the next one you want to do is the group of males under 30. Click on Data Analysis. This up where you can see it. It's on descriptive. You're okay. Say okay. And we need a new input and output information. So we're going to clear all this out. And we're going to start here. Put our cursor in input. Click on the first under 30 guy. Go down to the last one. Click on output. And we'll put that right next to the other one and say OK. Then we're going to go back to Home, Format, to Auto-Fit Columns. And we're just going to, in this case, we're just going to go and format the cells that have more decimal places than 4. We'll leave the rest as is. Format cells, number, and 4 decimal places. Okay, and then we want to label it. Males under 30. And now we're going to go back to females under 50, so over 50. Click on Data, click on Data Analysis. Okay, clear out the ranges. Go back to Input, catch the females over 50. Go back to Output. Move this over and click on the output range and click OK. Back to Home, back to Format, Auto Fit. And then we're going to pull these down to 4 decimal places by highlighting, clicking on Format, Format Cells, Number, and putting decimal places to 4. Then we want to put in the label so we don't forget. These are females over 50. And we're ready to do the last one. So we go back over here. We go back to Data tab, click on Data Analysis, click on Descriptive Statistics, clear out the range, clear out the output range, go back and click on Input range, start with the first number of our last group, walk all the way down to the last number, and then we want to input it over here, output it over there, so we're clicking on Q, and then OK. So once again, we want to fix this so we can see it, auto-fit column width, and then we want to format the cells that are over 4 decimal places, and make them 4, and format cells, number, pull decimal places up to 4. And there we go. And then we say females under 30. Now you've got all of your outcomes in a row, one right after each other. You know that you've done the right thing because you've got 8 counts. You know you have 8 people in each group. If you want to make sure that you've got the right, if you're grabbing the right data in the right files, what you can do is just kind of do a hand check on that. So let's do sum males over 50, and this time you're going to use equals sum, and then you're going to identify these on manually. So that's F5, and you can see there it is, it's highlighted, and you want to go down to F12. That's everybody, and put parentheses on either side of that range, and you hit enter, and you've got your amount. So you want to repeat this. And then you can sum males plus 30 and equals sum parentheses. That starts at F13 and goes to F20. And there we go. Females over 50 equals sum parentheses F21 to F28, and females under 30, and then F29 to F36, and I get the whole range. Now you know you grabbed the right data, and so you can trust what you've got up here. You could also do some of these things by hand too to double check them. So like for instance, let's take a look at average. Let's do mean. So this is our double check. Average. And it goes from F5 to F12 and so on. So if you want to double check straight across, you can do that as well. This is an easier way to do things. You've got everything on the same screen, and you can take a look at them all together. You can make some decisions about what might be going on here, and if you want to analyze further, you can do that too. So, there you go. Bye now.